Yo, how's it going? My name's Freddie. I have worked with multiple coaches to either start new coaching offers or scale existing ones to great heights. And today I want to show you the 3 funnels that actually work. I was coming back from Edinburgh on the train the other day, went up there for the rugby actually. And on the way back, I thought there are so many funnels that people are running. If I was starting as a coach now, I wouldn't know what the hell to go with. So I thought I'd make this video. I'm going to show you the 3 that I would use depending on your situation as a coach. Okay, these are the 3 most effective funnels, and I'm going to go over key tips for effectiveness, what each funnel is, a few tips on how you can actually implement them, and then exactly who each funnel is for. So let's jump straight into it. The first funnel is a Tripwire funnel. Now, ultimately, this is about pushing people along the offer chain, right? So if we imagine we start with a lead magnet. Okay, and by the way, this is for those of you who have many products or offerings already. So I see a lot of coaches have multiple products listed in a link tree. If you're one of those people, and that includes low ticket digital products, if you're one of those people, this is the funnel for you. So what I would recommend is take one of those digital products, give it away for free in the form of a lead magnet. Once someone submits their email to the lead magnet, they're going to be pushed to another page, which is going to be for a low ticket digital product. Now, this needs to be an absolute bargain. For example, if you have currently a $30 digital product, can you make it $7 for a limited period of time and stick that into this Tripwire funnel? Why? Because this is going to be irresistible. Okay, we really need to capture the lead in here. Ultimately, we're trying to turn them from a cold lead to someone who's actually purchased from you. And even if it's only $7, they're still now in that purchase cycle and within your sales system. From here, we would then push them up to your core offer. If you have a mid-ticket offer, let's say you have 2 levels of coaching, like a done with you and a done for you, then you can tier it so that it goes first to the mid-ticket and then to your core high-ticket offer. But then you can tier it so that it goes first to the mid-ticket and then to your core high-ticket offer. But what I'd recommend is you now push them to your core high ticket offer. Okay, so they've claimed this deal, they've claimed the lead magnet, that's 2 transactions already. Can we make them go for a third? And the way you do that, again, is by redirecting them to your main sales page for that high ticket offer. Okay, what are they paying for here? Well, they're paying for increased access, and this is really, really important. We need to leave them wanting more. You'll see I've written that here. Okay, so why do we have increasing levels of access? Because the perceived likelihood of achievement as we go up this offer ladder increases, right? The closer they get to working actually with you one-to-one, the more likely they think it is that they're going to achieve the outcome that they're after. So that's what we're tapping into here. Okay. And what that means is with this low ticket digital product you're giving away, just make sure that you provide value, but also they're left wanting more. And there's an approach you can take whereby you provide so much value that they think, oh my God, imagine if I paid them more, how much value I'll be getting in that case. And then the other approach you can take is actually, let's provide value, but let's leave them just itching to get a bit more information out of me and therefore pay me a little bit more money to get that closer one-to-one access. I hope that makes sense. How could you implement this? I'd use ClickFunnels or GoHighLevel. Okay, ensure every time someone submits a form, they are redirected to the next steps, right? That's really important so that they're pushed along this journey. And what I'd recommend as well is setting up some email sequences so that when people make a purchase anywhere in this cycle, they're sent an email which is ultimately pushing them to the next step. Because you can imagine someone might just opt into the lead magnet and go and check their email straight away. So maybe send a confirmation email. Inside that confirmation email, just say, look, check out this deal. And again, that's going to be pushing them to that next step. I hope that makes sense. Let's move on to funnel number 2. So funnel number 2 is a centralized community funnel. And this is my absolute favorite, but it's not right for everyone yet. I think everyone can get there. It depends on where you are at in your coaching journey. Okay. If you're starting out or if you have one offer, then this probably isn't the one for you. Or if you've got limited experience in the high ticket space, then this might not be the one for you either. But if you have existing high ticket success, okay, or at least you've got high ticket proof of concept. So you've tried a high ticket offer, you've come up with the idea, you've tested it, it works, people get results. Okay, or at least you've got high ticket proof of concept. So you've tried a high ticket offer, you've come up with the idea, you've tested it, it works, people get results. And if you have a larger following, then this is what you absolutely should be leveraging. Okay, look, this looks crazy, I know. Don't get overwhelmed. I'm going to walk you through it. But the overall premise is this. All traffic goes to one place. And in that one place, you're going to be providing value to your audience. But the important thing is you now own the audience. Okay, you control, maybe strange choice of wording, you control the audience, right? You have no control over your audience on Instagram. But if you take them off platform into your own private community, you're providing value. Now you have control over communications. They're easier to access. You're providing value. You're building trust and you're building real connections. This is so important. That's the premise of this. So let's look at an overview of it. All your content, whatever platforms you're posting on, and by the way, you should probably be diversifying if you're at this point, all traffic, every single call to action in your bio, in your posts, on your stories, is all going to be leading to school. This is where you want everyone. And it doesn't have to be school. You can use WhatsApp, you can use Discord. But ultimately, school's good because you can educate people easily in the classroom. You want everyone. And it doesn't have to be school. You can use WhatsApp, you can use Discord. But ultimately, school's good because you can educate people easily in the classroom. You're going to be sending everyone to school or to your community platform of choice. And in there, you're going to think of ways in which you can educate leads. Okay, this is really important. How can you educate the leads? It might be a course, it might be PDF files, it might be webinars, it might be weekly Q&As. And it sounds like you're doing a lot for free, which you are, but it's so worth it because the upsell becomes infinitely easier here. So what I'd recommend, get your educating mechanisms in place. How are you going to provide value in the community, right? From there, you want an appointment setter or a VA, or you can do this yourself. Message within the community. Make sure people are engaged, engage in posts, encourage people to answer questions, and then get in their DMs and just fact find. Okay, where are they at in their journey? What you want to be doing here is pre-qualifying them to see if they're potentially a good fit for your core offer. Again, it all comes back to the core offer. Are they a good fit for your core offer? If they are, you're going to get them on a demo call for that core offer. Okay, so you can imagine someone joins a community, they go through your free course and a demo call for that core offer. Okay, so you can imagine someone joins a community, they go through your free course. Let's use property as an example. They go through your free rent to rent for beginners course. They love that. They now feel really educated and they're inspired. They're excited. Before, they didn't really know what rent to rent was. Okay, so they were unqualified. Now, that same lead is inspired. They're excited and they're going, okay, this is something I'd like to get into. You drop them a message. And when you say, I can help you make this happen, I can help you make your first 50 grand with it one-to-one, they're going to go, okay, cool, let's talk about it. You see, we need to look at this from the perspective of a lead's journey from just being someone who's observing, stepped back from the outside on social media to actually coming into your sales process and getting on that call. That's the journey, and that's how we can look to control it here. From here, I'd recommend you have a low ticket offer to catch leads that turn out not to be qualified for your high ticket offer. So example, someone might get on a call with you for your leads that turn out not to be qualified for your high ticket offer. So example, someone might get on a call with you for your main coaching offer. They can't afford it, right? They're simply not financially qualified. That's an objection that you can't really do much about. In that case, I would just have an objection that you can't really do much about. In that case, I would just have a easier sort of lower barrier to entry offer, for them to go with. And what's really important here, guys, is you don't mention this at the start. So that demo call is solely for your high ticket offer in their mind. Only do you mention this lower ticket option once you realize they are genuinely not financially qualified and that they cannot work with you. Okay, because if they have the option in their mind from the start, they're always going to take the cheaper one. But it's a good way of catching leads, and you can still provide value. You can still help people who you otherwise wouldn't be able to help. I hope that makes sense. Drop me any questions in the comments, guys. Send me an email, send me a DM, whatever. So, funnel number 3. This is in the comments, guys. Send me an email, send me a DM, whatever. So, funnel number 3. This is very simple 4-step funnel. You've seen it before, and people do not like it because they think it has too much friction in it. It has quite a lot of friction, but I'm going to come back in a second to why that doesn't matter too much. So, one core offer. Right, this is for those who have one core offer. Excuse me, I just had to amend that there. This is for those of you who just have a high ticket program in place, right? You've got nothing else in place. You don't want to have a community, or you don't have one. You don't have any low ticket digital products, none of that. You just have one main program, and that's all you really want to be worrying about for now. Now, this funnel's perfect as long as you have a fair amount of traffic going through it, because the conversion isn't going to be amazing, but the conversion is going to bring you qualified calls, and I'm going to go into why. So you'll see there's a 4-step funnel here. First step is to opt in, and in exchange for giving their email, they're going to watch your free training or your VSL. Okay, you can make it as clear or as unclear as you like, whether it's a sales video. You can really try and frame it as something that's value providing, but I think people see right through that. So like you'll see this is our sales funnel, you'll see, yes, we're hoping you book a call afterwards on the button. I'm just being transparent from the get-go that, like, yes, you're opting in to watch a video, but it is a sales video, okay? Which is fine. People like transparency, but choose your approach here. Opting in to watch a video, but it is a sales video, okay? Which is fine. People like transparency, but choose your approach here. Then they're going to watch a VSL and try and provide value in the VSL, at least help them out, even if they never convert. And ultimately, you want them booking a call. You get the idea here. A really important step that people often miss out is the thank you page. This is the 4th step. Once they've booked the call, how are you going to increase your show up rate? Because this is really important. The way you increase your show up rate is you leave them with a little thank you video. This is our one again. And in that thank you video, you're just saying, hey, look, thanks for booking the call. Here's what you can expect on the call. Here's how you should come prepared to get as much use out of it as possible. Okay? This is reinforcing their decision. They're now going to feel more prepared and actually going to feel a little bit guilty if they don't show up because they feel like you've put more effort in, law of reciprocity, etc., etc. So I hope that makes sense. They're the steps. Again, look, use ClickFunnels, use GoHighLevel. I'll link them both down below. Makes sense. They're the steps. Again, look, use ClickFunnels, use GoHighLevel. I'll link them both down below. Again, look, use ClickFunnels, use GoHighLevel. I'll link them both down below. Short and sharp VSL here, guys. So for this video sales letter, I would recommend scripting it loosely and practicing it a few times, but try and keep a bit of a human element so you don't sound robotic. That said, keep it short and sharp. I'd say golden rule, under 7 minutes. have timers, progress bars. So let me show you. Oh, I've cropped them out. Are there any not cropped out? No, you can see a timer. Look, you can see a timer on our sales page. But things like that, you can have a progress bar at the top that tells them what step of the funnel they're on. It gamifies it, okay? It makes them feel like I'm making progress towards X, Y, Z. I'm actually working towards something. X, Y, Z. I'm actually working towards something. So other benefits of this. Well, we're going to collect emails along the way because people have to opt in, which is great. And what this means is we can enter leads into nurturing sequences. Let me give you an example of that. If someone opts in at step 1 here, okay, happy days, this catches their attention, so they leave their email, and then they watch this VSL, but it's not good enough. They didn't quite opt in to booking a call, right? So they stop here at this step. Our system can detect that, and it can now send them an email, which is like, hey, I saw you watch the VSL. Do you have any questions? Or it could even say, hey, look, I saw you watch the VSL. Here's a story about me. If you want to experience this transformation too, then book in a call. Okay. Ultimately, we're pushing them to this next step, right? I hope that makes sense. Experience this transformation too, then book in a call. Okay. Ultimately, we're pushing them to this next step, right? I hope that makes sense. Another example, if they do book in the call, we can send them appointment reminders. All of this is great because it's capturing emails, which means now we can track each lead and we can send them emails according to where they're at in the sales sequence, which is just so useful, man. And it also means they're trackable in the CRM. Okay. Again, here, because they've given their details, we can see who's opted in and where they've kind of ended up in this sales cycle. So this is the last point I wanted to come back to about this funnel. I see a lot of guys say, oh, 4-step funnels, they're outdated. They provide too much friction. About this funnel. I see a lot of guys say, oh, 4-step funnels, they're outdated. They provide too much friction. There's an argument that is true, and definitely test 4 versus 3-step. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be transparent with you here. Every time we have a client that we build a funnel for, we always test 3-step versus 4-step. What step would you remove? You'd remove this opt-in stage, but then you lose all the benefits of having their email, right? So it's definitely worth testing. But what will end up happening is this is friction. Now, what does friction mean? People have to actually want to work with you. They have to actually be interested in the thing that you're selling. And therefore, it's the friction is qualifying leads. If someone was just like, oh, can I quickly book a call to see if maybe I can quickly make some money and get on this get rich quick scheme? Well, they're not the sort of person you want to be trying to sell to anyway, right? It's a bit of a waste of time. So if we add friction, it's going to eliminate people who aren't serious. And ultimately, in theory, what we want, therefore, is everyone who gets on the sales call with you, they've gone through this whole process, and therefore they're already a little bit nurtured, and they're not going to waste your time. They're actually somewhat qualified for your selling. I hope that all made sense. I think I've said that multiple times in this video, so I'm clearly not immensely confident in my explanation skills yet because this is like my first video. But yeah, any feedback, please leave it down below. And if you do have any questions, just literally shoot me a message. I'm not going to use it as an opportunity to try and sell you stuff. Only thing I offer is done for you sales and onboarding systems for coaches. Okay, I'm literally not going to say anything more. I'll link below some useful resources as well, such as ClickFunnels, GoHighLevel. They're not going to be affiliate links, just for you to sign up to. Below some useful resources as well, such as ClickFunnels, GoHighLevel. They're not going to be affiliate links, just for you to sign up to. And I'm going to do some GoHighLevel tutorials in the future to help you guys build funnels and things like that. So I hope that was useful, and I appreciate your time. Cheers.